I was up the stairs with my friends in the treehouse, which is more like a triple tiered deck with a little overhang, and we were hanging out when two people came barreling up the stairs. One jumped on me immediately, slit my neck, telling me that if I didn't give him the money, he was going to kill me. As he was beating me, I was kicking on the floorboards, yelling for help.
This is Paula Belmont sharing her frightening experience on November 17th, 2017. And as far as the perpetrator is concerned, police successfully tracked down a man named Franklin Tyrone Tucker.
Hear me out. So you have 4 minutes from where you're at to where this thing happened. Now the really disconcerting part of all of this is at 8:19, 4 minutes after we have a report of a man being killed, we have you and Rory on video walking back from the treehouse toward...
That's gotta be impossible though.
Despite repeatedly denying the accusations, Franklin, the man seen in the video, was arrested later that same night.
Right now, you're being charged with witness tampering, and right now we're in the process of receiving warrants for murder, robbery, and aggravated battery.
But what no one saw coming was that this was only the beginning. Once branded as a ruthless killer, Franklin Tucker took a bold step, representing himself in court to clear his name and prove his innocence.
As you all know, Mr. Tucker's acting as his own attorney. So in this particular direct examination, he is being allowed to testify in narrative form. Rather than asking himself questions and then giving an answer, he's just going to testify as a narrative. So you can proceed.
Okay.
And this unsettling case, soon to be known as the Treehouse murder, was on the verge of becoming one of Florida's most controversial cases. On November 17th, 2017, just after Hurricane Irma devastated the Florida Keys, this sinister crime took place in the middle of the town. Paula Belmont, who was at the Treehouse, was ganged up on by 2 robbers. She fortunately survived. However, Matthew Bonnet, who tried to intervene, got stabbed 5 times. It didn't take much time for the police to reach the scene of the crime.
Let me know ASAP. Scream for help. I heard somebody scream. I go upstairs,
Copy.
face down, cool blood, unresponsive.
Hey, what happened? Tell me what happened.
I don't know. I'm downstairs watching TV.
1118, I have been on standby when you're able to advise.
Roosevelt. I hear a scuffle.
Okay.
A scream.
Okay.
The homeowner who was sitting there with us says, I'm going to check that out.
Okay.
When he gets up, I hear another scream.
Okay.
I take off up there.
Okay.
To the top of the stairs. Dude is on him.
Who is on him? Nobody you know.
Skeleton mask.
Wait, is it black, white, tall, skinny?
Yeah.
Tell me what.
No, I can't because it's one. I saw the white guy take his mask off and ran that way.
So there's 2 people.
2 people, black guy. So then I go
black
back in
guy
there.
and a white guy.
The other guy's still in there.
What car?
I didn't see any car, buddy. I was assholes and elbows.
So far negative on a car. Possible suspects. White male, black male, both wearing masks with skeletons on them. I'm gonna follow the RP over to the house where there's possible victims.
I hear the homeowner.
Where's
second cry for help.
Where are their victims?
We just
on the wooden observation deck. See to the right, right there.
1125 respond to US 1 and 430. Yes, hold it for that's all the description.
So far I got no vehicle, but I got people screaming for help. Stand by. Paula, I'm coming. I got a male victim face down, unresponsive. I got a female victim bleeding from the neck, screaming at the top of the treehouse. Paula, come here. Come here.
It hurts!
Paula, do you know who did this?
Yeah, it was the black guy.
Guys, I got one male here, not responsive, not breathing. One upstairs, stabbed in the neck. One right here, non-responsive, not breathing, stabbed. I can't flip him over, start CPR. Okay. One upstairs, bleeding from the neck from a stab wound.
Okay, hey, hey!
I can't flip him over.
Matthew died on spot, but it was Paula herself that gave them the information that the police needed.
I'm here to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Hi, I'm Paula.
I'm Danielle. Okay? I need you to tell me about the person who did this, or the persons that did this.
Okay, I don't know the one. The one that I do know, the one that was on top of me and the one that stabbed me. He goes by the name of Detroit. Big black guy.
When you say big, what do you mean by big?
Big like you, big. Big, taller than you, but big.
Okay,
Big,
stocky, muscular, fat?
Stocky, big.
Stocky, and taller than I am?
Yeah, he had
How much taller?
I don't know.
I
don't know, maybe about this much tall. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so about
okay.
6 foot?
He had been at the house earlier, and he had been downstairs playing chess or something with that. I don't know, because I was upstairs.
On November 11th, Rory Detroit Wilson was brought into custody.
Have you ever been to the Treehouse?
Yeah, I went over there.
I've been over there. When was the last time you were over there?
About a month ago.
About a month ago.
About a month ago. That was my only...
Can I ask a question?
What's that?
I feel like we're getting off on a bad start.
What's that?
When I asked you a second ago about the Treehouse, why was he act like you didn't know about it if you'd just been there a month ago?
Because I know another Treehouse too. Yeah. That's
Alright.
okay. Yeah,
Got that straightened out.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Alright. So, who do you know from the Treehouse that you met over there?
Well, actually, I never got to go there. I ain't trying to incriminate myself to buy some weed.
Oh, okay.
That's how
nobody says narcotics, right?
That's God's truth. I went and bought me a sack of weed. Actually, I didn't even go in.
Who'd you buy the weed from?
Some dude was over there.
What's he look like?
Like short, heavy set dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only time, bro. That's the only time I've been over there.
The detective doesn't waste much time and brings out the name that connects him with the sinister incident at the Treehouse.
Tell me about Paula.
You talking about the old lady? Everybody know her. She rides through the neighborhood. That's how everybody know her. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I know her. Because I can see her on her bike. Riding through the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me about Matthew.
Who is that?
From the Treehouse.
I don't know, man. Okay. I don't know. I told you I don't know nobody.
How about Hollywood?
No. I heard of Hollywood from cops, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't really know nobody, y'all. Shit like that. I don't really... involve myself with people like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I'm a positive person, so I like being around positive people. People trying to work, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
And better myself, you know, like I said, I don't really hang around with negative people.
Rory is acting like he knows nothing. However, what he doesn't know yet is that the police already got his name from Paula. But as all interviews go, it also starts with the basic level.
So, let's go back to Friday night then. Alright. What time did you get off work? Approximately?
I say it was like close to dark. Man, I had to catch the bus home.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to wait for the bus 2 hours.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I caught the 612 bus. Of bus I was coming from and coming back. Yeah, I walked home. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it was still daylight out.
No, it was dark.
Oh, it was dark at this point.
Yeah, so it's like an hour or so from, you know.
Alright, so what time do you think it was? You're home, taking a shower?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was dark outside, though. It was dark. Because, matter of fact, when I got back to Star Alley, it was dark. Because the buses had their lights off.
Okay.
And I was dozing off on the bus. And I was tired, right? I guess they do the roof. That's what I do. I put blue tops on roof, stuff like that.
Alright.
You know.
Rory explains what he did on Friday for about 10 minutes, but it's quite obvious that this conversation isn't going anywhere. So they slowly make Rory understand that they know much more than they are showing.
So at 8 o'clock on Friday, approximately, because you're not sure of the time, so you can't say that for sure, but approximately 8 o'clock, you walked to Tom Thumb.
I walked to Tom Thumb.
Okay. Which way did you go?
Straight up.
So you were on Laurel Ave or walking down anywhere there where?
What was it, every street?
Laurel Ave?
No, straight up. That's my street, coming out my front door, straight to Tom Thumb, and straight back. The only routes I take.
And you went inside, you didn't just get to the door and then walk away?
No, I went inside.
What were you wearing then?
Well, I don't remember. I don't remember, brother. I don't.
Think about it for a minute. I figure, you just got up, took a shower, took a nap, get up, put on clothes.
Yeah.
Think about those clothes you put on.
I'm not bad, probably some shorts, like a little t-shirt, like a blue, my blue t-shirt with the gray runner thing. I don't remember, brother. You know what I'm saying? I work so much, I'll be tired, you know what I'm saying? So,
The door.
That's the people upstairs.
Okay.
Michelle and CJ, they stayed up there. So that's why we went through all that stuff too, about, the lights and the whole place. Because dope things up there, pure pop, that's what they are. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no secret. I don't like them, they don't like me. Because I call them out what they are. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Really, all the problems going over at that address. Matter of fact, they're the ones who told me about the place when I was at Burger King. I got somewhere else where y'all can live at, you and your girl.
Alright, Rory. I'm going to level with you to a degree, alright? Your name has come up multiple times from multiple people and identified, alright?
What?
First of all, you go by the name Detroit.
I don't know what that means.
I'm telling you, alright? Because this isn't coming from just one person.
Okay.
It's coming from multiple people.
Okay.
Alright?
Alright.
And it also puts you at the Treehouse.
Treehouse?
The Treehouse on Laurel Avenue where you stayed.
Where I stayed?
Where you said you stayed a month ago or whatever.
I went over there a month ago.
Okay. Yeah, to pick up something. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, I was honest about that.
So we have people putting you there Friday. And also I have video from Tom Thumb. Alright? And I've gone through parts of it. Now I'll have to go through some more because you said your times may not be exactly correct.
Right.
But I went through it at the time we're talking about, and you're not at Tom Thumb. So maybe your time is off a little bit, so I can go through it and I can verify one way or another there.
Yeah, I was sure, yeah.
But we also have Florida Keys Electric Company video from them. Okay, that puts you somewhere else.
Friday,
about 8 p.m.
Rory now realizes he's in serious trouble. Detectives have clear footage proving he was somewhere else entirely, contradicting his alibi. His only option to escape this is to pretend he doesn't remember what happened on the day of the crime. But the real question is, for how long can he keep up the act?
There's a whole bunch of people that have the wrong person. I don't come here off of one person. I don't come here off of two people. Alright?
Right.
So I got to figure out what's going on. And I'll be honest, like I said, I'm not going to lie to you through this. I don't lie. There's no point to it, okay?
Yeah.
Right now you are looking at murder.
Well,
I'm not going to lie to you and say that right now you're not free to leave.
I mean, on what grounds? Or what grounds?
Because you've been picked out.
I've been picked out.
Of the lineup, for starters, and there's other things too that I don't want to get involved or that I don't want to talk about right now.
Okay. You said I've been.
But here's what I want you to do. Alright? I want you to take a minute. I want to step out. I want to give you a minute.
You're fine.
You're fine.
I don't really need no minute because I'm not about to make somebody not do, bro. I put them on one child. I'm not about to admit that, bro. That's not me.
By no means. I want you to admit something you didn't do.
I did not do that, bro. I didn't, man. Seriously, I swear to God, right now.
So let's back it up again, alright?
Okay.
Because this is where I need your help. This is where...
Okay.
Here's where there's some kind of beef somewhere, okay? And whether someone's got a beef with you and trying to do something like this, or whether someone set you up to do something and there's something bad happening over there that you had no intention of happening.
Nah. I'm on, man.
And I'm not saying that you killed anybody in that case.
Officer, I'm telling you, I did not kill nobody. I don't know nobody who killed nobody. You know what I'm saying? When you called me up tonight, that's where I be at. You said you was watching me yesterday. I was at home. That's where I be at, bro. I don't know what's you people. You told me you people. I don't know. Really, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you had me under surveillance. That's where I be at. Right tonight is where I be. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing.
Rory is not going to go down easily. He's starting to present himself as just an ordinary man who can never have any ill intentions. But very soon, things are about to take a turn.
And I don't want to lie to you and mislead you in any way, okay? So I want to be clear about something because I'm worried now that I wasn't. We have a lot of things that put you at the Treehouse. Okay, I want to be clear about that. I don't want to mislead you in any kind of way. That's why you're here, not at the house talking about this.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see what you got that put me in the annual Treehouse.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, I would love to see what you know what I'm saying, what you got on me to put me at a Treehouse. You know what I'm saying? When people tell you that I'm at home, that I'm at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm not trying to get on you or anything, of course, but we don't have people putting you at the house.
That's my neighbors. All the people outside barbecuing and stuff like that.
But during the time of the incident, is when I can't put you there.
Oh, well, see, I mean, it's what time did this incident happen? What time? I mean, what are they supposed to, what time did he go? I mean, I don't know. I mean, what time? What did you say?
I'm going to bring a chair.
Absolutely. This is my captain, by the way.
So, how you doing, Captain?
Detroit, I'm doing pretty.
Here you go, that Detroit. You call me Rory.
Rory, I call you Rory.
Yeah, thanks.
Rory, I've been listening to you.
She's been at the house too, so she knows a little bit more than I know, right?
Good.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, all right?
Okay.
Been doing this job for 35 years.
Wow.
Almost longer than she's been alive.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to tell you what I learned from my grandmother a very, very, very long time ago. She was a little German Lutheran woman, 4'10", had a wicked backhand. You cursed in her house, you got it. Whack right across the mouth. Smartest woman I ever knew in my life. And here's why. Because Grandma, when you got a chance to talk to her, would tell you this. No matter how thin you roll a piece of paper, there's two sides to the paper.
Exactly, right.
And no matter how thin the story is, there's two sides to the story. Now I'm going to let you know the side of the story that we've heard about you. And then I'm going to give you a chance to tell us your side of the story. Because somewhere between this side of the paper, Rory, and that side of the paper, in the middle, is the truth. And we never fully get the truth, but somewhere between that is really as close as we can get. So here's what I've got. At 8:11 p.m. In your neighborhood, there are, I'm going to say 16 cameras pointed in all different directions. And if you ever get the luxury of walking around your neighborhood, I want you to start looking. Corners of the buildings and the poles. And these aren't cheap black and white, like put them on big old tube televisions. These are high density night cameras, color, nice cameras. And they're all over your neighborhood. And we have spent 4 days walking through the neighborhood. Now here's what we got today. 8:11 p.m. Who do we have in video? The guy you call Ty. The guy that I know as Franklin Tucker. He is walking from the warehouse. She's worried about you, Rory.
I know.
She's scared to death. She's having her first baby. And she knows you're not coming home. She knows that. Now what she told me is she thinks you are a good man. And you've been a good husband to her. And you'll be a good father to the baby.
The detective is carefully trying to put Rory at ease. But just moments ago, she mentioned Franklin Tucker, a name that shifts the focus as Franklin was seen with Rory, making him a suspect too. But for now, as the tension builds, the detective is about to reveal something that could completely change the direction of the interrogation.
And here's what I think happened. You're trying to do right. You're going to get a little bit more money. You're going to go get $1,000 because somebody's got $1,000, and you know somebody's got $1,000. That's the other part of this that I know, Rory, because not only have we been watching video cameras, we've been talking to lots of people, and Paul is holding $1,000 that Anthea gave her, and Anthea is all pissed off because Paula took that money and kicked her ass out, and Anthea wants the money back, and Anthea tells people Paul is holding $1,000. So I think Ty comes up with this cockamamie plan that, listen, we're going to go up in there, we're going to get that money. We're going to make it quick, we're going to make it fast, you're not going to know it's us, we're both going to put on masks, we're going to wear black clothes, we're going to go up there and we're going to take that money. And then things go to Rory up there.
If he made them plans, it wasn't with me, Cap. I'm telling you, it wasn't with me. If he made them plans, it wasn't with me. That's not my MO. You know what I'm saying? I get food stamps, you know what I'm saying? We got enough food, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go back to work. But if that's true what you saying, and he made them plans, he ain't make it with me. Cause I would have told him no off rip. Cause I got a baby first. I ain't about to do nothing to jeopardize my baby. I take care of it, man. Where she need, I'ma get it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If I got to go to put roof or cut trees up in big pine, I'ma do it. But all that other stuff, I'm not gonna do it because I enjoy my freedom. I got in trouble 2008. Okay, I had to do 30 months for something stupid. I was wrote a check. Ain't nobody get hurt, nothing. I did 2.5 years. That was it. I ain't been in trouble since then. Check my record. Well, if he had a plan, it wasn't with me. On cap. Seriously. Rory, I'm going to tell you something else I know. What's that? I know you might not have followed through with it, but I know you just recently made a threat. When you learned that you were going to get evicted, and there was a conversation about you need to get up and out of here, and you get the paper, you get served with the notice. Right. You talked to a guy named Robert, and you told him, I don't have a problem with you, but I got a problem with him. And you pointed to Daniel. And what did you tell Daniel you're going to do to him? I see him coming in my house, it's going to be a problem. Once again, being a smart man I am, I got at my house, this big for the court. He the one trying to beat me. Unlawful. I got a letter from Supreme Court. All his paperwork. Yep. He got it fixed. So the victory he tried to give me was unlawful. What did you tell him you were going to do to him, though, if he tried to put you out? I'm going to beat you with a baseball bat. No. Okay, Rory. I'm going to own the baseball bat. Well, I'm not saying you do. Rory, what I'm telling you is I know that you might not have made any mistakes since 2008, but I think you made a big one Friday night. I really do. And I think what you're recognizing is I got jammed up, but I don't want to be jammed up because I got a baby on the way. And I get that. I honestly get that, Rory. I'm telling you, Cap, if he made some plans like that, it wasn't with me. It wasn't with me, Cap. Rory, how do you explain 4 minutes after a 911 call where the person said the guy has been stabbed, he's face down, he's in a pool of blood, he's unresponsive. Right. How do you explain you and Ty walking away from that area, down 2nd Street, dressed in the exact clothing that April told us you were both wearing that day, together down 2nd Street, 4 minutes after the guy got murdered? How, Rory? Explain it. Let me tell you something, Cap, because I wasn't with him. I was with Travis. He had a black truck that I ran. I wasn't with Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? Look at the camera, them pictures good. I was not with him. I was with Travis.
2 things come out of this. First, Rory Detroit Wilson is attempting to avoid capture by framing Franklin Tyrone Tucker as the killer. Second, he's offering John Travis Johnson as his alibi.
8:11. Ty is leaving the house. walking down 2nd Street, going toward the Treehouse. At 8:19, 4 minutes after the, hey, the guy's dead, phone call to 911. What do I have on video? You and Ty walking down 2nd Street from the Treehouse to your house. Now, if you weren't with Ty, how are you on this video?
I was with Travis, but I was never working with Ty. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was with Travis. I was never with Ty. Show me that. I'll tell you that was not me. I was with Travis with the black truck coming from town. I wasn't with Ty long. I promise you I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't. I was not coming. No, hell no. No, that wasn't no. I was with Travis, and he'd tell you that. My car right here, he'd tell you. I was with him.
Can I ask one question?
What's that?
When she brought up, and this has bothered me, when she brought up about the fact that you didn't actually work on Friday, you acknowledged her as being right.
Because I work, bro. It had to be Friday. It was Friday. Friday said it was Friday.
You acknowledged her.
I'm listening to it. What I do.
You acknowledged, because I was watching, I got your body language down.
Right.
Okay? When you agree, like you just did with me there.
Right.
When you agree that, okay, I'm right on something, you shake your head yes.
But I be saying, right, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
When you don't agree with something, you don't like something, you don't say anything. When she said, in April knew you didn't actually work on it, you're like, yeah, right.
You call a boss, Bear, Randy McGraw. Randy McGraw, that's the guy I work for on big time. But I know for a fact that I was not walking with Ty. I was coming from the store with Travis. You can call his number, it's in my phone. You can call him right now and ask him where he's coming from. Tom threw him that night. Who was that in that camera with that room? It wasn't me.
The CCTV footage from the Florida Keys Electric Company clearly shows Rory with a white man, and detectives believe this man to be Franklin, the alleged mastermind behind the crime. However, Rory insists it was Travis and not Franklin. While there may be some confusion over the identity of the man, one thing remains undeniable. Rory was caught on camera.
Why would somebody tell us it's you involved in this? Who would try to take you, if you're the good guy that you say you are, and you have not been involved in anything since 2008, who would try to jam you up with this?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no telling.
Pick somebody. Give me a name, Rory. Help me help you. I am not going to go eeny, meeny, miny, Rory. Yeah, I'm going to pin a murder on Rory.
Yeah, that's not even my MO. No, taking it life. That's not me, Cal. It's not me. I wouldn't do nothing like that.
I don't think you intended to take it, Rory.
I didn't do it.
I know. You know what? I am absolutely convinced that night you didn't kill him.
I didn't kill nobody,
no,
bro.
I know you didn't, Rory. I know you didn't.
I ain't gonna say I did.
You know what happened? Ty did.
No.
Rory, Ty did it. You know Ty did it. You didn't kill anybody. I know you didn't kill anybody. Because it's not you. It's not who you are. It's not what you're about. It's not who you want to be. You got wrapped up in that, however he got you into that. And it went bad. It went sideways in a hurry. And before you know it, Ty stabbing a guy. Not only stabbing a guy, Rory, but in the back. Like a coward. In the back. And then running.
Yeah.
So you didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. But I know Ty did. And I also know this, Rory. You were there. And there's that two sides of the piece of paper. And you get this one chance to tell us your side of the story. Rory, one chance. We're all you got right now. You didn't kill anybody. I absolutely believe you. Because you didn't. But you were there when somebody died. And it was an accident.
That's what we got to take that with Todd. I'm telling you, I can't tell you, we make up nothing.
Roy, who's making it up? Give me a name. If you are absolutely insistent you are not there, who would try to jam you up like this? Nobody went eeny, meeny, miny, Rory.
Yeah.
It's surprising to hear the detective openly claim that she believes Franklin is the killer and Rory was merely caught in the act. Even more startling is how the detectives ignored the surviving victim's account. But anyways, the detective would next cross-check Rory's claims with his alibi, John Travis Johnson.
Talking about going to the treehouse. Who's with you when you're having that talk?
Ty and Rory.
Just so Ty and Roy. Where were you having the talk at?
Inside the house.
Upstairs where you and
where
Ty?
We play dominoes.
Where you play dominoes.
Thank you. My PTSD is kicking in a little bit. I'm about to have an anxiety attack, okay?
Take a breath.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. You're good. You're good. We're not in a hurry. We're safe. Travis, everybody's safe. We got you, buddy. You're safe.
You're in the safest place you can be right now.
You're in a good...
I didn't come down here for this.
I know.
I didn't want this.
Relax, man. Just relax, alright?
Alright?
We know that.
Travis,
We know that, Travis.
That's exactly why we're talking with you. We know you didn't do this. We know you never meant for it to happen.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
I was just trying to get along with everybody in the house, you know, so that I wouldn't get victimized even more. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. I don't know what to say, Ken.
I know.
Even though Travis looks visibly shaken, he is playing the victim card. But what he does before that is put both Franklin and Rory at the stage of the crime. Undeniably, it's still a bit confusing to understand what happened that night, but one thing is clear. Rory was at the center of this disturbing story.
Travis, the thing to say is the truth, and that's what you're doing, and that's the best thing you can do.
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. 100%.
We want you to be safe. We just want you to tell the truth, Travis. That's all we want.
And we're going to help you be safe, Travis. We're going to help you.
I've never been in trouble. I didn't want it. I just want to go home.
We're going to do what we can for you, Travis, okay?
Do I have to go to jail tonight?
We're going to talk to the state attorney, and we're going to see what we can do, okay? I don't make that decision, Travis. I know that.
I want to go to jail.
I know that. Travis, let's get some of the details so I can talk to the state attorney, okay? So it's you, and it's Ty, and it's Roy, and you're upstairs. And what time of the day was this discussion? How early in the day? How late in the day?
I mean, it all transpired within, 30 minutes.
Okay.
You know, there was Roy left for a little while. I think he went to Burger King. He came back, and he said to Tyrone about, this is happening, and and they're doing, and let's go over here and get this money. And they said, would you drive us over there? And I was like, man, guys, I don't really want to be any part of this, but yeah, I'll drive you over there.
Okay.
I said I would. I said I'd do it, and I said whatever's whatever. I'm not looking for a cut or anything like that. I just want some gas in my truck.
Yeah. Just trying to take care of yourself.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Travis, you're trying to survive. We get it. We absolutely get it. So how much earlier in the day is this talk about going over there before 8 o'clock at night?
Maybe an hour.
Okay.
So maybe an hour.
So who knew there was money up in that house, in that tree house? Who was talking about knowing there was money up there? Was there a dollar amount discussed? Did he know how much money was up in there? Did he say how he knew there was money up in the house?
Somebody at Burger King told him.
Okay. So we're going to go get the money. They ask you to drive the truck. What do they do to get ready to go get the money? Talk to me about what you see them planning and what they're doing to get it going.
They put on a pair of black pants and a black shirt, and I guess it's called a net gator. One of those
okay.
hoodie things.
Who had the net gator on?
Tyrone.
Tyrone, okay.
Because he's got a beard this long.
Okay. Did you see Detroit do anything with like a net gator or anything?
I think he had, it just looked like a beanie, a hoodie thingy.
Okay.
And a friggin' mask
What'd the mask look like?
Like a demon.
Okay. When you say demon, I see Satan. Tell me what you describe as demon.
It's sharp teeth. Like almost like a dinosaurish type looking thing.
Did Ty have a mask?
No.
Okay. So they get dressed in black shirts, black pants. Did both of them have gloves on?
I think so.
Okay. And
I didn't see their gloves. I mean, maybe they were in their pocket, but they didn't have.
Okay. And you see Ty put on a gaiter to kind of hide his goatee. And then Detroit puts on this mask that looks big teeth and looks kind of like a dinosaur. Do they have this stuff on when you first drive by the treehouse?
No.
So it's just three guys riding in a truck.
Yep.
So you're driving. Where's Detroit sitting?
Front seat.
Front seat. And where's Ty sitting?
Behind me.
Behind you. That's everybody that's in the truck.
Yep.
All right.
Although Travis doesn't conclusively point out who the murderer is, detectives have already made their minds about Franklin Tucker. Now, all they plan to do is put Franklin behind bars. And so it was time to question Franklin.
It's like, I don't really remember most of the walk, but I remember going through the drive-through, man. Freaking, they have that drive-through that they have for the, but I can remember going through the drive-through, and I don't remember, man, much else. But I do.
So were you guys in a car or on foot going through? Like just that little walking through
Just
there?
walking through that. We walked through there. I'm pretty, I remember walking through there.
And just you and Rory walking through there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just us, man, freaking. But man, freaking, I seem to remember walking through there, man. Like I said, I was lit, man. So it may be sketchy.
Right.
It may not be that. Man, I'm trying to remember like it was that day, but man, freaking, it may not be that day either. You know what I'm saying? I just remember, man, freaking. I don't know. Like I said, I have this vague memory of walking through. The drive-through is what sticks in my head, man.
I got you.
So man, freaking. Anyway, but man, freaking. Like I said, I was already kind of lit, man, freaking. So man, freaking.
Do me a favor, let's start at Friday morning, just take me through it.
Okay, Friday morning, man, freaking. If I remember right, it was no big deal. Except for man, freaking. We were trying to secure the house, man, freaking, because man, like I told you, it got robbed. Man, we went out, got beer, man, started drinking, and then man, freaking Travis brought some Fireball. Next thing, man, we're gonna drink Fireball.
What time do you think? So, secure your stuff in the morning.
Beer started early. I got it, man. It started pretty early. Because these boys, man, freaking, I know, man, freaking, you know, when they don't have to work, they start pretty early.
Which boys are you talking about? Travis and Rory?
Travis and freaking Big Scott.
Okay.
Because man, you know, really, man, Roy doesn't come up the stairs very much, man. He comes upstairs every once in a while. You know, but man, but Big Scott, man, freaking, yeah, he likes to drink first thing in the morning. So Travis stuff, man, burglarized and vandalized and all that other stuff. So I think that was part of it.
What did Travis go to jail for?
He went for a weed pipe.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was the stupidest thing ever, man. But like I said, I wasn't there when it happened. Yeah. From what I heard, it was just they were just stupid, man. They were just being stupid.
For now, it's clear that Franklin spent his time with Travis and another person whom they call Big Scott. They drank all day, and after that, Franklin got too drunk to remember what exactly happened that night. But when his story still didn't have the mention of Rory Detroit Wilson, the interrogator decided to bring him up.
Detroit and Dave decided to get stupid, man. Freaking was started running his mouth, so man, they took him.
Rory Detroit.
No, Detroit, man, freaking is in jail. Detroit. You know, I don't know where, man, we're gonna get Detroit, man, for Rory, man. I mean, I think I've heard somebody call it to him once, man, over for Burger King.
Well, everyone told us, I guess that's what she calls him, is Detroit.
Maybe, yeah. That may be between them.
Okay.
You know, I mean, because, man, like you said, man, April 9.
Yeah, I picked up on the fact that she doesn't care for you very much.
No, she does not like me. You know, she does not like me very much. You know, which is, it's okay, man. Not everybody has to like me. But, man, it also makes me, that's why, man, that's one of the reasons, you know, Roy and I didn't get to be better friends is because, man, you know, I can't hang out around her.
Right.
You know, I just can't, man, you know. gets loud, and she has a temper, and they've had the cops out there quite a few times, man, over domestics and stuff like that, man. I don't have any patience for it. I just don't. I like my life nice and simple and easy. You know what I mean? I don't like, man, complications, and I don't like negativity, and I don't like, I definitely don't like arguing, that kind of stuff, man. So, I got you.
Rory and Franklin used to work together from time to time, but Rory's wife, April, didn't like Franklin. However, the reason for her dislike of him remains unclear. As a matter of fact, Franklin used to maintain a distance from Rory to avoid conflicts. But for now, Franklin doesn't even know what he's in for, and the interrogator takes his time getting to the main point.
How long did you say you've been staying at the warehouse?
Well, it's been off and on, because I stayed there during the storm, right?
You wrote it out there?
Yeah, I wrote it out. I wrote it out, man, in Roy's house, right? He has that other room there. And man,
on the bottom? Or did you guys go to the top?
No, on the bottom. On the bottom. Yeah, because that building, is actually pretty solid, you know what I mean? The only thing I was worried about was the roof. But that's when CJ and Michelle were living there, and they had the room that I'm staying in now. And then, some of their stuff is still in there, so when you guys do your search, just understand, man, some of that stuff still belongs to them.
Okay.
But man, again, like I said, most of my in one bag, other than the laptop I was sitting there watching, when you all came in. But whatever. But most of my shit is right there. Okay.
The interrogation has not yet reached the heart of the matter, so Franklin doesn't seem to realize the extent of the trouble he's actually in. But soon, Franklin will be feeling the heat.
So let's go back to Friday night. We'll just stick on Friday night. So, still daylight. Rory gets back. You guys have a couple beers. You leave, stroll the neighborhood. It's dark at that point.
I guess, because like I said, man, I don't really remember. I remember vaguely. I remember, I just remember the CVS. I remember the CVS drive-thru. That's what I remember.
Here's what we got camera-wise. 8:11. You're walking towards the CVS Laurel Avenue. Okay. About 19 thereabouts. Very close to 8:19. Maybe a little bit after that. Actually, a little bit after that.
Yeah, it was 8:20 something.
Yeah, 8:20 something. You and Rory were pretty much hightailing it back towards your house from that same area.
Okay.
And so you weren't with Rory on the way up, however, you're with Rory on the way back.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it?
That's really weird because, man, I know damn sure I didn't go there by myself.
Right.
I know that for a fact. Because, man, I have no reason to go over to CVS. But that is weird. Because, man, like I said.
So we have a witness at the Treehouse that has a white male come out that front gate, turn towards the right, take his mask, and go like that, and hightail it down that road.
Which way?
Back towards, help me out the streets.
2nd Street.
Where
I remember I was telling you, I read, man, in the paper, I thought they said 2 black.
Well, I'll be honest, the paper is pretty much way wrong. We just haven't wanted to release, if the paper only gets 25% of what we release right.
Okay.
It was 1 black man, 1 white man.
Okay.
I'll be honest, we talked to Rory for quite a while.
Fine.
Alright. So, you came back and you passed out, is that about right?
Pretty much. Remember I told you I woke up and went for cigarettes, and that was with Travis. I don't remember the time.
Did you guys take the truck or on foot?
On foot.
Where did you and Travis go between 4 and 5 when it's still daylight out in his truck?
I didn't go in his truck between 4 and 5. Matter of fact, man, he ain't supposed to be, He ain't supposed to be driving. He ain't supposed to be driving at all, man, in that truck right now. But between 4 and 5.
I think it was between 4 and 5 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause man, I ain't go out, man. I've been very rarely have I ever been in Travis's truck.
Okay.
But yeah, man, between 4 and 5, I wouldn't have been in Travis's truck. There's no way. Because man, there's just no way, man, that I would remember. You know.
You know what? You mind giving us a buccal swab? I almost forgot about that.
What?
Buccal swab, just in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
Do we have
What,
any?
for like DNA? What, for DNA? Yeah. Oh, you guys already got my stuff on file.
I know. But this way, again, this makes me look like I do it.
Okay, that's okay.
Through the CCTV footage, the investigators have already drawn a timeline of what happened that night. They just need to put Franklin in the timeline anyhow to close the case and put him behind bars. But it's becoming difficult for them as Franklin constantly is being able to evade the murderer's time frame.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole thing. Why now? Well, I mean, I'm not going to ask you for all your evidence or anything like that.
I'm about to give you some of it, so.
Because my whole thing is, man, I just don't get it, man, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've known Roy for a while. You know what I'm saying? And.
Again, I'll wait till she gets back in here, but you gotta think about how long you've known him.
Well, I mean, okay. But,
well, put it this way. I mean, again, I want to wait till she gets back in here.
Okay.
But honestly, it's gonna be key. You saw how long he was up here, right?
Yeah.
It was a long time. We had a lot to talk about.
I'm sure.
And I would be lying if I said you didn't come up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Not in a good way.
Oh, well, man.
But I will wait till she gets back in and I'll fill you in. And we'll go from there.
The interrogator says that Franklin's reputation didn't come off well after their interview with Rory. But the truth is that they already had eyes on Franklin and Rory. We already saw that in Rory's interview. Now, even though turning the suspects against each other is an old trick in the book, we cannot see the same being done in the case of Franklin Tucker. Was this just because of what Rory's wife had said against Franklin and it aligned with the detective's perspective?
I've always thought that he was a decent guy. I mean, he can get a little loud sometimes, but he's been a decent guy. But man, if there's something bad to say about me, definitely interested to hear what you guys say. Because I've never been anything but good to him. Or April for that matter. April may hate me, but man, I've been pretty good to her too. Like I said, not that I can really stand me around her too much, but like when she needed prenatal vitamins, I always got her prenatal vitamins and stuff. Then again, I don't know, man, he's being accused of murder, some African. I don't know. That's a pretty big deal.
Not a little one.
No. Like I said. Let's see what you guys say, man, when she gets back in there. But man, I can't wait to hear it. Because man, that's now you got me all nervous. I'm like, man, man, that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all.
He's got a wife and a kid. He's got to do what he's got to do.
Oh no, I hear you. No, but man, that's why I don't get it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm not getting in the first place. You know, if you got a wife and kid, man, he goes to work, man, and that's why I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Not sure, man, I'm not sure why, man, he would do it in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
We saw previously that Rory finally accepted the story that Franklin is the killer. However, Franklin can't help but deny this. This is actually quite understandable, as Rory felt he was on the safe side and was treated with sympathy. But that's not the story in the case of Franklin.
I have a feeling I know what you're going to tell me, man. I have a feeling, man, you're going to tell me, man, he's going to try and say it was me or something like that, man, which, man, that's really going to upset me. You know, because man, freaking, like I said, I've been nothing but good to those people. Right. Man, freaking, and man, I know for a damn fact I am nothing to a ticket. You know.
Well, we do have situations on top of that. Okay. Not able to explain.
Okay.
And so that's we got to get over that. You know, here's my take.
Right.
All right. Something went wrong at the Treehouse.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you know, one person is saying one thing and want to get your side.
Okay.
But the fact of the matter is something went wrong. The way things were supposed to go to the Treehouse, the rip,
right.
Things went wrong.
Well, see, man, like I said, I really, and I do not, man, freaking know what went down at the Treehouse. I have no idea what went down at the Treehouse. You know what I'm saying? Freaking, other than what I was told and what I read. I already told you about that. You know, but man, freaking, I have no idea, man, freaking what went down over there. You know, like I said, man, I try to stay away from the damn place. I really don't like going over there. You know, the last time I was over there was that one time with Hollywood, man, freaking, like I said, I don't remember how long ago it was. And I know I want to say it was pre-storm. You know, but man, that's the last time I've even been over that place. You know,
right.
It's man, freaking.
Well, here's where again we're having problems because we've got a lot of things. Have you ever counted or looked when you're walking in the neighborhood how many cameras there are?
No, not really.
Like even when you're talking about with CVS,
yeah,
there's a camera right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that man.
Those cameras.
No, that I believe.
Yeah,
I believe that.
And you know they're not crap cameras.
No.
They're your at night high definition frame and color.
Right.
Craziness.
Right. But like I said, man, I know, man, freaking.
Well, explain this to me, all right? Okay. You remember getting back to the house? You remember midnight at the house?
Midnight at the house?
Yeah, you were awake.
Was I awake?
Very close to midnight.
Okay, how do you know?
You were downstairs, taking a black hoodie off of you, and you'd already put your pants in a small bag.
My pants?
Yeah, your pants. You weren't wearing any underwear. You were butt naked from the waist down.
What?
And you're dead serious. This isn't a lie.
I'm butt naked?
Except for a white shirt while you're taking your black hoodie off.
It's not me.
Or a black shirt. It's you.
Because I don't own any white shirts.
I think it was a white shirt. I may be wrong with the color of the shirt.
I don't know.
But you're taking a black shirt off. Maybe there was no shirt. But you're taking a black shirt off. You'd already taken your pants off.
Well, man, I own one pair of pants. And man, freaking, you know, they're still in my bag, perfectly, man, clean, man, freaking brand, you know, almost brand new. And then, man, freaking, I have a pair of, man, freaking, I have shorts. You know what I'm saying? I do have shorts.
You always wear your black almost everywhere you go.
My hoodie?
Yeah.
Only, man, freaking when it's cold outside. And it's been cold lately. It's been cold lately.
You've been wearing it lately.
Yeah, well, no. I had, you know, at night, especially, man, freaking, I wear it just because it gets better again.
So, it was still a mystery whether the shared information by the detective came from the CCTV footage or from April. Either way, Franklin is in a much more serious situation than Rory, and it's about to get worse.
So anyway, man, freaking, he's got me all nervous over here, man, thinking about, man, freaking, you know.
I'm going to make you more nervous, because I'm about to piss him off. Because I'm going to reveal pieces of the case that he has in that notebook that he probably doesn't want me to tell you about, but I'm going to do it anyway. Ty, because I think it's only fair that you know what you're up against.
Right.
And the first thing you need to know is, I've been doing this job for 35 years.
Right.
So I've had a lot of people sitting across the table from me in a lot of bad situations.
I'm sure.
Some of them far worse than the situation you're faced with right now.
Sure.
Some of them far better.
Right.
But I've had them all.
Right.
So I've been doing this for a long, long time.
Right.
What I'm going to tell you is I was raised by a 4'10" grandmother who had one of the most wicked, evil backhands in the whole entire world. So if you ever cussed, you got the wrath of the backhand. My grandma.
I do it quite a bit.
Yeah. No, but my grandma was also one of the wisest people that I've ever met in my life. Into a marriage that was loveless because it was an arranged marriage. She grew up recognizing that there were good in people. And the biggest thing she ever said that to me, and what I learned and took from her, was that there's always two sides to every story, and you should never judge a person based on one version of the story. that no matter how thin you roll the piece of paper, there's two sides to the paper.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you what I have so far on the side of the story that is not in your favor.
Okay.
And then give you an opportunity to fill in the gaps, correct any misinformation you think we may have, and tell your side of the story. Because this will be tonight your first, last, and only chance to give us your side of the story. Because beyond here, Ty, you know how it works. Attorneys get involved, and then the attorneys tell you not to talk. And,
that's why I'm trying to talk to you guys.
So I know you're being straight.
Well, because, man, that's the thing is, man, I ain't got nothing to hide. That's why, man, if we're going to, man, otherwise I would have been like, man, if I thought I needed an attorney, I would have been like, look, I need a lawyer. You know what I mean? But I know I haven't done anything, you know? So, anyway, but give me your side.
I'm going to let you know a couple of things. Detective picture is absolutely accurate with the timestamp on the video. We have you on video walking on 2nd Street from where you live toward Laurel Avenue, which is the road that the Treehouse is on. 8:11 p.m. At 8:15 p.m., the first call comes into 911 telling our dispatchers that a guy has been stabbed, he's dead, and he's laying face down in a pool of blood.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay, just hear me out. So you have 4 minutes from where you're at to where this thing happens. Now, the really disconcerting part of all of this is at 8:19, 4 minutes after we have a report of a man being killed, we have you and Rory on video walking back from the Treehouse toward...
That's got to be impossible, though. Because, okay, you know, like I said, man, I wish I had Travis here because, man, again, man, go back and check the Tom Thumb video.
Okay.
Because that had to be somewhere around that same time. Had to be. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you know, I remember, man, the whole thing with the police lights and stuff like that was not long after we went and got cigarettes. So, man, how can I be, man, a Tom Thumb buying cigarettes while I'm supposed to be over there at the CVS? You know what I'm saying? Now, I do, man, like I told him, man, I have a vague memory of, man, walking through the drive-through at the CVS.
Okay.
You know, so, man, I may have gone there earlier, man, I could see that, you know, but I would know I didn't go there later. I know I didn't go there later, but, man, I may have gone there earlier. But, I mean, literally, check the video, man.
Okay. Now, Ty, let me tell you some other things that the detective picture hasn't shared with you that I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
That's on our side of the story.
Okay.
In the walk from Laurel Avenue on 2nd Street to where you live, we found in lot 72 a knife.
Okay.
Okay, on that knife is blood, and on the handle of that blood, latent DNA. That's gone to the lab.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna be me.
Okay, and a little further up the road, in the back of a boat parked alongside 2nd Street, is a mask.
Not gonna be me.
And the mask has a very weird, freaky, scary face on it, but it's also made out of foam, and on the front of the mask are 3 blood smears.
Okay, not gonna be me.
Okay, and the mask has a really nice elastic band that goes around the back of the head, and a nice foam pad in the front.
Right.
It's loaded with DNA.
Okay.
Okay? Now, all that stuff's going to go to the lab.
Cool.
Okay?
Because, man, I'm confident.
Okay.
Totally confident. You know.
And we have wounds on our victim that are consistent with the knife that was found in lot 72.
Okay.
So what I'm letting you know is that the story and the details of the story are not stacking up on your favor.
Well, I'm just saying, all that stuff that you just told me, test all you want.
Okay.
You're not going to find anything, man, with anything of mine on it. You know, I mean, granted, you know, if a mask came from the house, man, it might have, man, a fingerprint on it, man. Who knows? I may have, man, touched it. Same thing with the knife, man. I may have touched it. But I guarantee you, man, you ain't got no DNA of, man, mine on the inside of that mask, and there is no, man, I never grabbed a knife and did anything to anybody.
Okay.
So, man, I mean, straight up test away. Because, man, I'm confident, man, it'll exonerate me.
Franklin completely denies any involvement in the murder, and in the end, he also chooses his friend Travis as his alibi.
I mean, like I said, one, go check the one with Tom Thumb. I swear to God, man, I was there I walked with Travis that night to go get cigarettes.
Travis seems to be the alibi of choice.
He is, isn't it? That's amazing.
I wonder how he's going to keep the story straight.
Not.
Because he's going to have to alibi with how many people now.
But man, the thing is, man, for real, you can check the video with Tom Thumb.
Would you find it odd that both you and Rory are using Travis as your alibi?
Not really, because he lives.
And not that you guys are together.
No, it's because he lives in the same house. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys are using him I was with Travis, not Ty, and I was with Travis, not
Mine's
Rory.
easy to prove.
So was his, according to him.
Well, again, mine's video.
But here's where,
know.
maybe I'm wrong, but my bet is you are right. I am going to find you. At Tom Thumb. And I bet Rory's right. I'm going to find him at Tom Thumb. And I bet you one is before and one is after. And that time in between is when the murder happened.
The interrogators are dead set on putting Franklin behind bars. This big question now is who is lying. Was Travis with Rory or was he with Franklin? But without getting any answer to the question, Franklin was arrested from Cots, the warehouse where he used to stay. He was taken into custody, however, Franklin kept maintaining his innocence.
And right now we're in the process of receiving warrants for murder, robbery, and aggravated battery. What's that? For everything we talked about last night?
Yeah, but I didn't do any of that.
What's that?
I didn't do any of that. If you're talking about, witness tampering, when I ran into Paula today, fucking over at McDonald's, is that what you're talking about?
In December 2022, Rory Detroit Wilson was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Travis Johnson made a deal with prosecutors agreeing to plead guilty to armed robbery and aggravated battery. Part of the deal was testifying against Rory and Franklin. However, Franklin Tucker remained steadfast in his trial and stepped up as his own attorney. And this is where the once accused man changed the whole course of the case.
As you all know, Mr. Tucker's acting as his own attorney. So in this particular direct examination, he is being allowed to testify in narrative form. Rather than asking himself questions and then giving an answer, he's just going to testify as a narrative. So you can proceed.
Okay.
Franklin narrated the whole story in detail, starting with the CCTV footage that the police told him about.
I wake up and I'm out of cigarettes, right? And I wake up and I go, and Travis is actually there, right? So I go and I walk to Tom Thumb, to get cigarettes, and I go over there to get cigarettes, and I come back, and when we were up at Tom Thumb, right? I remember looking, and I'm like, I could look up, okay, there's the fire stations right there, and then you can see Laurel Avenue, where this happened, right? You can see Laurel Avenue from there. And I could see the cop lights up there, right? I could see a bunch of cop lights up there. And I remember saying to Travis, I was like, man, I wonder what happened up there, right? And it's like, and the thing is again, I'm not in dark clothing. I am in shorts. I am wearing sandals. I am wearing, normal people clothes, right? I guess I should say normal for Key West.
So Rory was lying about him being the one to walk with Travis. It was actually Franklin who was speaking the truth. Franklin had returned before the incident took place, and then Rory and Travis went and committed the crime without Franklin. It's quite a shame that the detectives failed to identify it through the footage.
The way you heard about it, the stabbing was alleged to have happened in the CVS parking lot.
Right. The next time I heard about it, I was at the police station.
Is that when you found out it was actually at this Treehouse location?
Yes.
And that's when you were talking to Detective Pitcher, right?
That would be Detective Pitcher, Danielle Malone, and Captain Phelps.
Now, at some point, didn't you tell Detective Pitcher what you told this jury today, that you were not involved and that you were sleeping off, you were drunk and sleeping it off or something?
Yeah, I told him the same thing. I couldn't remember much, from the night. And yes, I remember passing out. I remember waking up.
Right.
Because I needed cigarettes, and I went to the Tom Thumb, and Travis went with me.
And that's what you told Detective Pitcher, correct?
Yes, it is.
And you even told Detective Pitcher that just ask Travis, he'll back you up, right?
I thought so. I didn't know anything was wrong.
All right. Well, Travis didn't back you up, did he?
No, he didn't.
Travis
there's a
came
good reason
clean
for that.
and gave a statement to the police, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And,
Okay,
you know,
it's just
again,
yes, no?
Okay. Yes,
I
he
need your
did.
commentary on it.
Yes, he did.
Franklin Tucker fought hard for his freedom, but it was still not going well. However, one statement from a very important person involved in the crime changed everything. It was the victim herself, Paula Belmont.
How do you know that second assailant was not Tyrone?
No, it's not Tyrone. It was not Tyrone's voice. I know Tyrone's voice.
Paula clearly mentioned that Franklin was innocent. She was even on good terms with Franklin, who visited her at the hospital. With this statement, the fight should have been over. However, it is unclear why the police are so locked on to prove Franklin guilty. Maybe they don't want to feel ashamed of accusing someone wrongfully.
Today was an interesting day. Prosecution filed a motion to go ahead and try and have us take down the website, take down the YouTube channel where we've been posting a lot of the discovery evidence from the case, which I guess is something people don't normally do. Defendants in criminal cases, especially murder cases, usually aren't supposed to talk about their case. They're usually, they keep their mouth shut. That's what their lawyers tell them to do. We've kind of gone a different route with the whole thing. I'm innocent. I don't have anything to hide. So my theory is, okay, go ahead and put all the evidence out there for everybody to see.
In 2019, Franklin defended himself against prosecutors and was released on a $2 million bond after a hung jury. On May 3, 2024, he was arrested and taken to Multnomah County Jail in Portland, Oregon, for violating pretrial release conditions by missing a scheduled alcohol urinalysis test. Franklin remains in custody in Oregon. He was supposed to appear at the Monroe County Courthouse in Key West on June 17, 2024 at 1:30 p.m., but there have been no updates since then. So, the trial is still ongoing, but it looks like Franklin's probability of a life filled with freedom is not far away. Moreover, he's no longer alone in his fight, as during this controversial time, he found Lauren Genai, the love of his life. Lauren got married to him in the midst of all this chaos, showing her love and support for him. This case proves to be a stark reminder of how some innocent people can be wrongfully accused, that too based on the statements of some criminals. It's tragic that Franklin faced so much just because he believed that he had friends. Feel free to share your opinions on the case. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have any cases in mind that you want to cover, please drop your suggestions in the comment section. Also, subscribe to Real Crime Psychology to uncover more cases like this. Until then, stay safe.